Hello, everyone. How are you? My name is Mohil Ashmouni. I'm the host of today's webinar. If my voice is not clear or if you're not hearing it, if it cut off or something, just let me know and I will repeat everything I'm saying. Okay? Hope everyone is hearing me and seeing my screen right now. If you have any question or if you have any complaint regarding the voice or the image or the picture, the share screen, just send me on the questions tab. Okay, so for the ones who don't know me, I'm the customer relations manager here at Kotobee. I've been here for almost 7 months. I'm really enjoying it, and I hope that you too are enjoying the webinars we're giving weekly. Okay, so today's webinar, the main topic is how to convert your WordPress website into an offline interactive ebook. Okay, I think you can see my screen. All of you can see my screen now. Am I right? Okay, so I think you can. I think you can. I think you can see my screen now. Perfect. And the webcam is working. How are you guys? As I mentioned, my name is Mohil Ashmouni, and I will be your host today in today's webinar, how to convert your WordPress website into an offline interactive ebook. Okay, first, before we go into the topic, let me show you the outline of our webinar. We will start with a brief introduction about ebooks, and then I will give you the 3 steps to convert your WordPress website into an offline interactive ebook. Okay, and then I will show you our free support channels that you can use to get support as fast as you want. And finally, at the end of the webinar, there will be maybe 10 to 15 minutes for answering all of your questions. Okay, and of course, at the end of this webinar, there will be a discount coupon available for all of the attendees that, of course, will remain till the end. Okay, so let's start. Okay, as you all know, everything is evolving around us, and this includes ebooks or books, which started with the heavy printed ones and then evolved to the software form, which is the PDF format, and finally it reached the interactive ebooks. Actually, what I mean by interactive ebooks is ebooks that contain videos, book widgets, questions, audio files, and such interactive components. Of course, there are many formats that support interactive ebooks. However, the most famous one is the EPUB format. And this is our main focus on today's webinar. As we all know, many of us has websites, not just WordPress, many websites. If I'm an author, if I'm a publisher, if I'm working in the education sector, all of us have websites and blogs. But today's webinar is focused on WordPress websites since most of the blogs are created using WordPress. But let me mention that the feature I will be talking about today can work on any website, not just WordPress websites. But we're focusing on blogs because why don't you convert your blog articles into ebook apps that can be downloaded locally on all devices? Okay, so first let me give you the steps to do so. The 3 steps to convert your WordPress website into an offline interactive ebook. First, we will import it into the Kotobee Author, the authoring tool we're going to work on today. And then we're going to add interactive elements if needed, because of course it's a website, so it can contain videos and book widgets, such things. But if you want to maybe give animations to the images, insert pop-up messages, questionnaires, we can do so through the Kotobee Author. And finally, we will export this ebook to multiple formats to use it on all devices. Okay. So as I mentioned, we will be using the Kotobee Author. So let me give you a brief introduction about Kotobee. It's a complete end-to-end ebook solution for any organization. We have many products one of them is the Kotobee Author, which is the main product we have and the one I will be working with today. Okay, so now let me show you a practical example to apply the 3 steps to convert our WordPress website into an interactive ebook. First, I will have to choose a WordPress website. Okay, let me choose it. I have it here. Okay, here it is. This is actually a blog article from our blog, the Kotobee blog. It's about 7 free ways to promote your book. Okay, as you can see here, it's divided into titles, header 2 and header 3. Okay, let me show you the header 3. Here are titles with header 3. Okay, so what I will be doing is copying this URL and I will go to the Kotobee author software. Okay, for the ones who are seeing the software for the first time, as you can see here, it's divided into 4 primary panels: edit, customize, export, and manage panels. Okay, first we will start with the edit panel where we create the content of our ebook. Okay, so we're not going to create it from scratch. We're going to import it. Sorry for that. It's my Windows. Okay. So we're going to import it from the WordPress. So we will choose the import HTML feature. As you can see here, I can either choose the HTML file if I have it locally on my desktop, or I can insert the URL, which I have already copied. Let me paste it. Okay. You can rename the chapter, the chapters that don't have names. You can put a default chapter name. Okay, that will be looking to the parent root or to other chapters that you have already created, for example. And these checkboxes are very important. Now we're talking about making your ebook as a local app. So we will need to download all of the images, videos, audio files that are there on your website into your ebook. If you want them to remain online, you can just uncheck these boxes. You will import and your WordPress website will be imported, divided into chapters, but all of the images, videos will still be online. You will need internet connection to access the ebook or to view these images and videos. But in our case, we will download them. So I will make sure they are checked, and I will check the exclude style sheets because we want to remove the styling of the website. We want to add our own styling in the ebook. So now I will split chapters. As I mentioned, our blog article is divided into titles with header 2. So I will choose the header 2. And we have subheaders, okay, which is header 3. So I splitted the chapters by header 2. This way, my blog article will be divided according to the header 2 title. Whenever the author will see a header 2 title, it will start a new chapter. Also, I've added a deeper scanning. Whenever it sees a header 3, it will create a sub-chapter to the parent chapter that has been already created. Let's import. So it will process now. It might take some time since we're downloading all of the images. It will download all of the images, videos, audio files, book widgets if they are in your website, so that it can be locally available on your ebook. If someone, for example, installs your ebook app on their mobile device or their maybe desktop, then they won't need any internet connection in order to view all of these components inside your ebook. Until it processes and downloads the components, let me show you our website. For the ones who still don't know how to use the software or from where to download it, you can just go to our website, kotobee.com. Okay, you can register easily by inserting your name and email and click on get your free license. Okay, this way an email will be sent to you containing your information, containing your serial number, okay, and the download link to download the Kotobee author. Okay, after you download the Kotobee author, you're gonna log in using your serial number. Okay, and your name will appear just like my name here in the Kotobee author. in the future, if you decided to purchase the license or upgrade from the free or trial plan, you will use your same serial number while purchasing these licenses. This way, the same account will be upgraded and you can use the same software without recreating any other accounts. Okay, so it's downloading now. Okay, so I think it might take some time since we want to download all of the components into our ebook. So what I will do is let me, because I don't I'm not sure if my internet. Okay, it's parsing. That's good. It's downloaded. I was going to cancel and import the HTML file without downloading the images and videos, but thank God it's finishing. Okay, as you can see here, my blog my blog article is downloaded into the Kotobee author, divided into chapters according to header 2, which is a parent chapter, header 3, which is a subchapter. Now I can remove the unnecessary chapters, like the first one, for example. I can delete this chapter. Okay, this is the toggle navigation. I don't want it. I'm not in a website. I want to create my ebook. So this is the first chapter. We can remove also the chapters at the end, the meta, the recent posts, and the logo. Okay, and my ebook will end with the conclusion chapter. Now, as you can see here, let me walk you through the chapters. Now, this is a chapter starting with the header 2 title, another one here, and it has some subtitles, okay, with header 3. Okay, so this is the first step, which is importing the HTML file, which is the WordPress website, of course, into the Kotobee author. The second step is to add interactive elements if needed. Okay, so for example, I can go to this image, double click on it. Instead of this image, animation none, I can make it maybe wiggle. Okay, so this image will wiggle when I click on it. Okay, I will show you all of the edits that I'm doing now in a while in the customize phase. Okay, maybe we can go to the social media. For this image, double click, we can choose another animation, scale, for example. Okay, click on edit. Now let's go to another chapter that contains an image. We want an image. Okay, this one, for example, and we can add a link to this image. We will just highlight this image and then we will click link. Now, whatever interactive component you want to add to your ebook, you will have to choose it from the right hand side menu here. Okay, so for example, if I want to add a link to this image, I highlighted it and then I will click to link. Now, linking an image or a text, you have four options. You have four options to link to, either to a website by providing the URL of this website, or to a book location, for example, into another chapter, the first one, the last one, any chapter, or to a pop-up message. When this image is clicked, a pop-up message will open, okay? Or to an audio file. Okay, let's say I want this image to be, whenever clicked, an audio file will be played. You can either place the audio URL if it's hosted on another server, or you can add the audio file itself if you have it locally on your desktop. Okay, let me add to this image a pop-up message. Okay, this is a great webinar. Hopefully, this is your opinion too. This is a great webinar. Create. So now this image will link to a pop-up message. Okay, what else can we add? We can add anything from these interactive components. I can add maybe a video. Actually, the video and audio are the same. We can either place the video URL or the video file. I already have a video file on my desktop. Let me choose it quickly. Okay, here it is. Open. We can actually add a splash image, a splash background to this video instead of the black background. Let's choose, for example, this one. Open. and create. Here it is, the video is created. Of course, you can decrease the size, you can place it wherever you want. Here's a video that we've added to our ebook. Now, what else can we add? We can add questions. Actually, questions is a very important component that you can add to your ebook to increase the interactivity, to create questionnaires, to create self-assessments. Okay, let's create it. Test, for example, you will give it a title, and as you can see here, it's divided into 3 sections: the questions section, the layout, and the options section. In the questions section, you're basically creating the questions themselves. You will just click on the type of questions you want, let's say true and false, and another one, multiple choice with a single answer. Of course, we have multiple choice with multiple answers and a short answer, open-ended questions. Okay, I can place my question here. Maybe, is this a good webinar? Of course, my opinion will be true. I hope yours are the same. Okay, true. Question. Let's enter any question. What is the capital of Egypt? Okay, and we can place whatever answers with the number of choices we want. Paris, Cairo, okay, and London, for example, and of course Cairo is the correct answer. Okay, we can choose the response to be either do nothing, nothing will happen when the student answered the questions, or a self-answer that will show him only his score, or a self-answer with report that will show him a detailed report of his assessment. In the options, we have extra options like adding a clear button, a preserve button. We can highlight the correct answers when the student submits the answers. We can save to notebook. All of the questions and answers will be saved in a notebook section and retrieved whenever the student wants. Okay, you can place a passing score, a total score, of course. You can have a randomized option if you want the questions to be randomized each time the student accesses the chapter. If it's a cloud ebook or if it's in a library, you can place your own email. This way, whenever the student or the reader submits the answers, they will be sent to your email. Okay, let's create the bank of questions. Here it is, it's created. Okay, so this is basically the first step, the second step, where you add all of the interactive elements to your ebook, which you have already imported from your WordPress website. Okay, so after we finish creating the content of our ebook, we will move forward to the customize phase, where we design the look and feel of our ebook. Okay, so it's consisted of 2 sections, design and components. In the design section, you're basically adding your own custom logo instead of Kotobee logo, your own startup image, your own colors. We can change the colors of the upper bar and the lower bar. Let's say change this maybe to red. Okay, as you can see here, it's changed. Okay, we can change the colors of the text of the interface of the reader, the bottom bar and the upper bar. Okay, this is in the design section. In the component section, we can enable or disable any of the components in our ebook. Like here, for example, we have some sections like the chapters section to access the table of contents, the media tab to access all of the images in my ebook directly from this section, the notebook section to access all of the notes, bookmarks, highlights which I've taken while reading the book. Okay, the search to search either within the whole book or the chapter I am in right now. And finally, the settings to maybe change the interface language. We support 17 languages, as you can see here. Okay, change the page animation, zoom in, zoom out. Okay, there are some extra features. If you highlighted the word, you will get some extra features like copy to clipboard, text to speech, Wikipedia lookup, Google lookup, adding a note, or highlighting this word. So any of these components can be either enabled or disabled from this section. Okay, let's go. You remember, this is the image. We give it a wiggle animation. When I click on it, the image will wiggle. Okay, let's show you. This is another image which we gave a scale animation. When I click on it, the image will scale. Okay. I don't remember which one we give the pop-up message. Oh, this one. Yes. When I click on it, a pop-up message will appear telling me it's a great webinar. Okay. And here are our video and questionnaire. This is the video in this chapter. Okay. And this is the chapter that contains the questions that we've created earlier. If I answered these questions, okay, and I submitted the answers, okay, I didn't answer them actually, so it gave me a score of 0 out of 100, okay, and a complete report of my answers, questions I got correct and questions I got incorrect, okay. So this is basically the customized phase. Finally, before we leave this phase, you can view the end result of your ebook app from different platforms. Okay, like for example, I can choose the iPhone 6 Plus to be able to see how my ebook will look like from an iPhone 6. We can choose another, as you can see here, and we can interact with it directly as if we're opening it from an iPhone 6 Plus. Okay, so the last step in converting our WordPress into an offline interactive ebook is exporting it into different formats. We have here all of the formats, okay? Starting with the standard files, you can export your ebook as an EPUB file that can be read by any EPUB reader, including the Kotobee Reader app, which is a free EPUB reader app. Also, you can export it as a web app, okay? A folder will be downloaded to your desktop that you can in the future upload it to your website using FTP. Another option is to export it as a desktop app, Windows, Mac, or Chrome app. Okay, if you exported it, for example, as a Windows app, a .exe file will be downloaded to your desktop. You can open it directly and your ebook will open locally on your desktop. Also, you can export your ebook as a native mobile app, Android, iOS, or Windows Phone. Another option is to integrate it with your LMS. You will have to export it as a SCORM package. Okay, this way a zipped file will be downloaded to your desktop. You can take this file and you can upload it to your LMS. And the easiest way is to host it on our server, which is providing a unique alias, clicking on upload. This way you can give this URL to anyone you want to access your ebook through their web browser. And finally, if you've already created a library through the Kotobee author, okay, you will be able to upload this ebook to your own branded library app. Okay, so these are basically the three phases that you will go through to convert your WordPress website into an offline ebook app. Let me go back to our presentation to show you the three support channels that you can use. Of course, we have the webinar recordings. They are available on our webinar landing page, kotobee.com/webinars. You will be able to see all of the recordings at the bottom of the page, or you can view them from our YouTube channel. Also, there are step-by-step online video tutorials also available on our YouTube channel. And of course, the knowledge base articles on our support website, support.kotobee.com. They are basically user manuals that you can use to do anything with the platform, whatever, all what I've said in this webinar and all the other webinars are available on the support website in the form of written steps. Okay, to reach the Kotobee team as soon as possible, you can either email us, online chat from the website, or through phone, and we will be more than happy to help you. Finally, the discount coupon for all of the attendees of this webinar, it's a 10% discount coupon. It's valid for 2 days, 48 hours, okay, for all of the attendees. Let me write it in the chat so you can never forget it. Webinar 71519. Here it is. It's sent to all of you, okay? And you can use it while purchasing any of Kotobee licenses. So now we have maybe 10 to 15 minutes. I'll be more than happy to answer all of your questions. Okay, a very good question from John. He's asking about the library solution. What is the library I was talking about? Okay, let me go back to the software, or just before we go to the software, let me show you how the library looks like. And here we're talking about another topic other than our main topic here. I'm just gonna show you how the library looks like. Actually, it can be created from the Kotobee author. The library is basically a single app that contains all of your ebooks. Okay, as you can see here, this is actually a private library, so we won't be able to access the books unless we log in first, either using email and password or using promo codes. Okay, but as you can see here, this is the end result of the library. If I clicked on any of the books, it will tell me login to read, since it's a private library. And actually this view is the same if you viewed it from a mobile device, a laptop, an iPad. It will look exactly the same. There is a specific webinar for this solution, the library solution. You can find it on our webinars page. Okay. Okay, a very good question. Will you be able to upload the ebook created from WordPress into Apple iBooks store? Okay, yes, you can do so using the EPUB format. Okay, let me go back to the export phase. If you want to upload the imported WordPress that you've already converted into an offline ebook, you can just export it as an EPUB file, and you can take this EPUB file and you can upload it on the Apple iBooks store. Okay. Okay, another very good question about Android apps. How can I convert my ebook into an Android app? You will have to go to the export native mobile app. Okay, here we're talking about Android. So you're going to export as an Android app. The .apk file will be downloaded to your desktop. You can then take this file, which is the standard format for any Android app, and you can upload it to your developer account on Google Play. This way, any user searching for your app on the Google Play will be able to download it and use it like any other Android app. Okay, Filippi, I think you came a little bit late, is asking how can I link the WordPress with Kotobee? Okay, let me go back to the edit phase. Okay, you have a URL for your WordPress website or your WordPress article. Okay, you will click on the import HTML. You will place the URL here in this text field, and let's say you want to split the chapters by header 1, header 2, header 3, whatever your article is divided into. Okay, and you will click on import. When you click on import, your WordPress article will be downloaded into the Kotobee author and divided into chapters and subchapters according to the split by criteria. Okay, and then you can either edit the content, or you can add interactive elements to edit them from the components available here on the right hand side menu. Okay, Adam is asking from where can I use the coupon code? Okay, you will use it while purchasing any of Kotobee licenses. Okay, you will go to the pricing page if you want to purchase any of the licenses. Let's say you want to go with the premium license. Okay, so you will click on the buy button under the premium license. And if you already have a serial number, if you're already a Kotobee user, then you will enter your serial number in this text field, will click on the coupon code, and you will enter the coupon code here and click on sign in, and then you can proceed with the payment process. If you're a new user, okay, then you will just provide all of your information here, and you will enter the coupon code here in this text field, and you will continue with the payment process. Okay, another question also from Adam: is there a way to make a hyperlink from one chapter to another chapter inside the same book? Actually, yes, Adam. It's through the links. Let's say I want anyone clicking on this word will go to another chapter, which is the blog comments. Okay, so I will just highlight this word and I will click on link. Okay, as I mentioned, we have 4 options. I will choose to a book location, and I will choose the chapter I want to go to, which is the blog comments, okay, and create. So now when I click on this link, it will direct me to the blog comments, okay. We can see it, I think. Let's choose the full view first, so you can be able to see the whole window. Okay, we will go to the forum. I think it was, yes, here in this chapter. If I click on this link, it will get me to the other chapter. Okay, another question about the questions. Can I show a subset of the questions? Yes, you can. Let me go to the edit panel. As I mentioned here in the questions, while you're creating the questions, we have an options section. Okay, one of the options is the questions displayed. Let's say you've already created maybe 10 questions in this section, and you only want to show 3 random questions out of the 10 questions. So you will just check the randomize and click on 3. This way, each time the user or the reader will access the chapter, he will only be able to see 3 random questions out of the total 10 questions. Okay, another question. Okay, from John, he's asking, can I upload my ebook to Moodle? Yes, you can. Let's go back to the export. As I mentioned, you can integrate your ebook with your LMS. Actually, you can upload it to any LMS that is SCORM compliant, like Blackboard, Schoology, Moodle, of course, which is the most famous one. Okay, you will only have to create your ebook. You will export it as a SCORM package. A zipped file will be downloaded to your desktop. You can then take this file and you can upload it to your Moodle LMS. Okay. So another good question, is it possible to try the WordPress convert in the free license? Yes, you can. Okay. Let's go back. You can actually try it with the free license. Actually, with the free license, you can create unlimited number of ebooks using either creating it from scratch or importing a PDF or importing the HTML. After you create your ebook using the free license, you can export unlimited number of EPUBs and unlimited number of web and desktop apps, but it will be with the Kotobee watermark and logo, okay, with a maximum of 30 pages. And in order to remove the Kotobee watermark and place your own watermark, you will have to get the basic or the premium licenses. Okay, so for the basic license, you will remove the watermark from the web and desktop apps. For the premium license, it will give you an extra 5 mobile exports. You will be able to export your ebook 5 times as mobile apps and unlimited number as SCORM files in order to put it on your LMS. Okay, someone, I think he came a little bit late, is asking, is there a live chat support? Actually, yes, it's one of our free support channels. Okay, you will go to our website, thekotobee.com. Okay, when you go down, you will see a chat with a representative. You will just provide your name and email, and you can start chatting directly with one of our representatives. Okay, guys, so I think this is it. If you have any other questions that pops up in your mind, just send us an email or maybe through the chat, and we will be more than happy to help you. Thank you very much for attending this webinar. I hope to see all of you in the coming webinars that you can register through our kotobee.com/webinars. Just a quick reminder, the coupon of this webinar is valid for 48 hours, 2 days, and you can use it while purchasing any license from the pricing page. Thank you again for attending and hope you have enjoyed.